our math lesson with me today. Today we are going to learn about repeated addition and as an array. So what is our learning objective? Our learning objective is to understand multiplication as repeated addition as an array. Let's get started. Okay, here we are. So this is multiplication symbol. So we can say that this is a times, groups of, lots of, or sets of. So we can say this symbol. So here are 6 counters. As you remember, do you know what is rows or columns from grade 1? Yes, correct. So, rows is when you make a group left to right or right to left. Columns is you will make a group from up to down. So, let's do it together. We will make a group. Let me change here. So, here. We will make a group from left to right. First row, second row, and third row. So how many rows are there? We have 1, 2, 3 rows. Okay, so let's count it like this. 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 rows. So how many columns are there? Let's do it again together. The columns you will make up to down. So let's make a group up to down. 1, this is the first group, and this is the second group. So how many columns are there? We have 2 columns. Okay, so let's do it again like this. 1, 2. So we have 2 columns. So here 3 rows and 2 columns. How can we write a multiplication sentence? So let's start with the rows. Okay, first row, second row, and third row. So how many rows we have right now? 3. Okay, let me choose a color here. Let me choose blue one. So in each rows, so we have 3 rows. Let me write 3. After when you write the rows numbers and write the multiplication symbol, it is times, 3 times. How many each rows? 2. So 3 times 2 equals how many total counters are there? So 2, 4, 6. So our answer is 6. Okay, so this is the first number, rows. How many rows? The second number, in each rows how many, and the total one, your answer. Okay, so let's do it again like this. So 3 times 2 equals 6. How can we write an addition sentence? So let's do it together again. So each rows how many? I'm sorry. Okay, each rows 2. Here is 2, here is 2. So we can add all 2's in addition. So 2 plus 2 plus 2. So equals total counters is 6. Okay, did you get it? Okay, that's great. And here are 6 counters. counters again. So how many rows are there? Let's do it together. So we have rows left to right. 1, 2. So we have 2 rows. Okay, how many columns are there? How many columns? Okay, let's do it with the green. Okay, here, columns up to down. 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 columns. Okay, so how can we write as a multiplication? So let's do it with the rows. After that, we can do with the columns. Okay, so here 2 rows. 2 times how many each rows? 3. 2 times 3 equals total counters. How many are there totals? 6. Yes, great. So we can write as a we can use the columns right now. How many columns we have? 1, 2, 3. The green one, 3 times. How many in each columns? 2, right? All columns are 2. So 3 times 2 equals 6. Okay, did you get it? That's great. Okay, now we have another question. Here are 10 counters. So let's do it together. How many rows are there? Okay, let's do it together. Okay, rows left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 rows. So how many columns are there? How many columns? Up to down. Let's do it together. 1, 2. So we have 5 rows. 5 rows. And 2 columns. Okay, now you can see like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. How many columns are there? 1, 2. Only 2. So now how can we write in a multiplication sentence? Let's do with the rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 rows. 5 times, how many in each rows? 2. 5 times 2, 10. 10 is the total one, okay? The total part. So as you see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We have here 10 counters. So 5 times 2 equals 10. So how can we write as a addition sentence? So how many in each rows? 2, 2, 2, and all 2. So after that you should write 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. So all, when you add all 2's, it becomes 10. So your answer will be like this. Okay. Excellent. Okay, here we have another question. This is a word problem. Mrs. Petal buy some sweets. She buys her 5 friends 2 sweets each. How many sweets does she buy? So how many friends does she has? Yes, 5. So in each friends, how many get it? 2 here. So let's do it like this. So here is we have sweets. So she has 5 friends. Let me do it like this. Okay, she has 5 friends. Okay, the first friend, second friend, third friend, the fourth one, and fifth one. So in each friends get 2. So how can we write as a multiplication? 5 times 2 equals the total one, 10. So how can we write as a columns? We can choose the green. Let's do it columns. Here 1, 2. So when you write a multiplication like columns, 2 columns we have 2 times in each columns how many? 5. 2 times 5 equals 10. Okay, so how can we write as a repeated addition? So we can use the rows. How many rows we have? 5. In each rows how many? 2. So let's 2 plus 2, 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 and equals total part. So 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals the total one is 10. Okay, here our answer. So 5 times 2 equals 10. We did it like rows, we use rows. And the second one, we use columns. How many columns we have? 1, 2. 2 times in each columns has 5. 2 times 5 equals the total sweets 10. So when you write as a repeat addition, 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 10. So when you use the columns addition, so each columns 5, 5 plus 5 equals 10. Okay, thank you so much for listening to me. I hope you understand very well. And there will be worksheet in it will shared in Class Dojo. Could you please, after when you watch the video and do the worksheet, after that please upload it in Class Dojo. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Selamun Aleyküm ve Rahmetullahi ve Berekatüh.